Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, this is Let's Talk TV, your one and only confirmento YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on all the activities happening in Biafran territory. So, are you looking for where to get all the broadcasts happening in Biafran land? This is where we give you all the news and informate as it happen. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification because we will be here to notify you whenever we drop our spanking news. Now, straight up to the issue of the day. It is no longer, a news that there is a current genocide happening in Biafran land, where innocent people are being massacred in mass, by the Nigerian terrorist government. It is no longer a news that in our mama there was a destruction, a mass destruction of properties, a massive destruction of lives, a massive destruction of Biafrans, especially in their land. It is no longer a news anymore that this current administration continued from what the last administration did by annihilating every Biafran. They are trying to make sure they wipe out Biafrans, reduce their number, continue to buy them on daily basis. This has been their agenda so that they can bring in their Fulani headers to take over our land, just as they've been doing in other regions. But the good news is that it is no longer a news that whenever they come, if they buy one person, there is a retaliation that takes at least 10 persons. That is the promise that the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, gave to them, and that promise he has been fulfilling. Oh, I'm happy to also announce to every Biafran about what happened today. Also, another armor tank went down just like that. This is added to the numerous of ones that has been taken down by the Biafran defense and forces in Biafran land, who has been doing everything, fighting tooth and nail to make sure they defend our territory. I keep on asking myself, what if the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa did not continue fighting this freedom? What if he did not continue from where Nnamdi Kanu stopped? What would have been the fate of Biafran land? What would have been the fate of our people? But yet, those people that are not gaining anything anymore because of the way the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa decided to keep himself clean in making sure he fights for freedom. They are fighting the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, finding a way to castigate, finding a way to bring him down. But it's in safe hands. That is just the truth, because his work is not yet done. His work is not yet done, and he will fulfill that he came to do. Please watch this particular top-notch interview or broadcast, or anyone you call it, so that you will understand what is really happening in Biafran land, for especially those who feel that everything we are bringing is propaganda on this issue. Please watch and listen. You will see clear evidences on things that are happening. Clean evidences. We're not just talking for talking's sake. We're not just trying to bring up issues. We are giving reality based on the fact of the things that are happening. So wherever you are, call your family, share this video, gather, make una see wetin dey happen for Biafran territory. Enjoy.
From the onset till today. Of course, you may say, but we fought war under Ojukwu and over 5 million were massacred and all that. I know it. But my people, how many people talked about it? How many people talked about it? Rather, they were busy funding and supporting the zoo to massacre innocent Biafrans in millions. So, who knew what was happening? Who knew? But today, the whole world is talking about it. You can say, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was with us, they were talking about Biafra in the British British House of Commons, or fine, very good and fine. But then we are talking about Biafra and IPOB as a group of people. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. They were talking about IPOB as a group of people, and that's why they never took us serious as at then. And remember that the reason why they talked about Biafra in the British House, somebody remind me, is it House of Commons? What do they call it in UK? Somebody remind me, please remind me. I'm looking at the comment section right now. I want you to remind me, what do they call it in UK? Is it House of Commons, or I think they have another name they call it in UK? They are Senate, British UK Senate. There's a name they call it, like American Congress. There's a name they call it, either House of Commons or something else. Now, they were talking about it because of the massacre of innocent Biafrans that happened during the IPOB protest. So that's what angered them. Some of them, some of the good ones, especially that woman, I forgot her name, in the House of Commons. But now, and remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was traveling up and down, meeting Biafrans, galvanizing the minds of Biafrans to join the liberation movement. By then it was agitation, to join the agitation. But now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, or should I say the Biafra Republic government in exile, led by His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, is meeting government officials to discuss about the exit of Biafra from the Zoological Republic. Now it is called diplomatic engagement. I want you to pay attention. Now it is called what? Diplomatic engagement. That is the level where we are right now. So, if they tell you that the BLGIE is the very first organization to be raising the Biafra issue at a high level with the US government, don't joke with it. That is the truth. That is the truth. Although they use the word organization, but I will take it. No problem. But we all know that, in fact, every government is an organization. So I'm not going to, I'm not going to see anything wrong with it. Every government is an organization. Both American government is an organization. That is the truth. Yes. Unless you want us to go and see the definition of organization, then you will know that every government is an organization. So But when this organization is being used, we already know which type of organization. Is it organization of a group of people, or is it organization of a business people, or is it organization of a government people? So we are talking about an organization of a government people representing the entire, the entire nation of Biafra. If you go the difference, so when you are being told is the only Biafra, the only organization that has raised the Biafra issue at a high level with the US government, don't joke with it. They can tell you anything. They can come with their propaganda on social media and try to ridicule what we are doing, but no problem. They can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. It doesn't change anything. The truth of the matter remains the same. And remember that the man in question, you are seeing his picture on your screen, is a serving US senator who you cannot just mention his name in the public anyhow if you are not sure. You understand? If you are not sure, yes. If somebody like the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa has not had any meeting with the man, and these things has not been recommended, he cannot come to the public on his official Twitter handle to say this. It's not possible. That means he will be bringing down the image of Biafra that he is fighting for, which he can never afford. He can never afford to bring down the image of Biafra by lying. So whatever he says here is pure, the truth, the gospel. Now let's continue. He said, this demonstrates the historic nature of our lobbying efforts. We look forward to continue engagement with the US Congress and other influential stakeholders. Wonderful. This is wonderful. Airborne, 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 airborne to the Biafra Republic government in exile, airborne to the Biafra Liberation Army, airborne to the supporters and funders of the Biafra movement and Biafra Liberation movement. Airborne to all of you. Now, let me show you some of the videos emanating from Biafra land, from the war zone, where the Biafra Defense Forces and the Zoo terrorist military are fighting it out. So let's see what is going on here. Let's see what is going on here. I'm sorry, I have to mute the audio because I'm not sure if that very song is free for YouTube or if it has copyright strike. I don't know, so I have to mute it. So you can see the equipment, you can see every armament and military hardware they have brought to our land. Of course, somebody sent me a message the other day that they saw all the equipment moving down to Biafra land, but it doesn't deter us. One thing is for sure, they will come, but they will never see their way to go back. So this is live and direct from Biafra land. I also want to use this opportunity to send message to the terrorists. You can see the way they behave. You can see, you don't have to be told that these are Boko Haram terrorists that have been, from through the back door, introduced into the Nigeria army, and today they haven't hidden their characteristics. They have not hidden their characteristics. They have not hidden their antecedent. They have never hidden their modus of operandi. They keep on doing what they know how to do best. Even the way they parole. You can see. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. I want you to just take a look at it. Even in the Northeast, Borno State, we had the suicide bomber that took place just a couple of days ago. Look at this one that called himself police. Is this really a genuine trained police behaving like this? This one here, is he really a police, a genuine police officer? Is he a police officer, or he's a Boko Haram member, the so-called repentant Boko Haram, integrated into the Nigerian force? You can see. You can see with your own eyes. Now, let me show you something else. You can see him. Look at him. This is a pure Boko Haram, the so-called repentant Boko Haram members. You can see with your eyes. These are the things that we are talking about. And let me tell you, we are not looking back to decimate them. Anye ni gobi, anye welu gobi mmadu tufuo. We welu obi ago donye. In case they don't know, obuno nwere igbo no na etitifa. Tell them what I'm saying. Na anye welu gobi mmadu tuhuo, weli ya tunye n'ime ofia. Tuhuo ya maọbụ na anyị ime ọfịa sef dị nso, anyị tụnyere ya n'ime osimiri. Anyị were obi mmadụ tụnye n'ime osimiri, wee were obi agụ wee donye. That's why we are decimating them. Fatinis anako fak sakatum. I don't want to show you some pictures, but of course you can see them. Some of them, not even all of them. You can see some of them on our PM's, official X handle. So even currently, there's another video that he just shared, which I cannot bring here. So after this broadcast, those of you that have his account, you can go there and see it for yourself later after the broadcast. Now, let me continue showing you. There's another thing I want to show you here in this same video. Just pay attention. There's another person I want you to see. Now look at this person. I want you to take a look at this person, my people. Have you seen, bandits and Boko Haram in the north? Tell me the difference between, between this person. I'm trying to bring it full. Tell me the difference between this person and look at the bag here. Look at the sack. I wish I can zoom video. I can only zoom picture, but I can't zoom video with this software. I don't know. Those videos of bandits and terrorists you normally watch from the north, tell me the difference between them and this person here who claimed to be one of the Nigerian army. Look at the bag. Look at the bag here, the sack at the back. Look at it. Look at the dress. What's the difference? There is no any difference. Although we are aware that these are full-time members of the so-called repentant Boko Haram. Now, let me show you some other videos because we've got some of them, plenty of them right here. So we will be showing you all of them bit by bit. Those of them who do not understand what is going on in Biafra land, and those of you who are waiting for Biafra to be restored, you are waiting for us to restore Biafra so that you can come and enjoy freedom, right? I am not, I'm not saying you cannot enjoy freedom. Of course, I cannot say that. I cannot say that you cannot enjoy freedom. It is your inalienable right to enjoy freedom. But let me tell you, if you do not understand what is happening, if you are not aware that there is war going on as declared by Musa, he called it asymmetric warfare. Asymmetric warfare. He also called it again jungle warfare. Musa declared war on Biafra people, and he gave it two different names. And those two names are talking about one thing: jungle warfare and asymmetric warfare. If you are not aware and you are not financing the Nweronwe Omo Biafra, I want you to pay attention this very evening that the war that Musa declared is actually going on. It's going on, I can assure you. Now, let us watch this clip, and after this clip, I will play another one and another one and another one before we go into the next segment of this very live presentation. In Ania, or another one. In Ania, they don't know how prepared we prepare. They don't know how prepared we are. They are not aware that we are seeing them. And the Prime Minister is watching them from his, let me even read what he wrote here. Very, very important. Let me read what he said. Let me read the write-up of the PM here. He said, "The war is on and I am still watching the battlefield from my location. The terrorist Nigerian army falling with all their tanks. They are falling with all their tanks. Please keep sharing this very broadcast. It is very, very important that you do so. Very, very important that you do so. If you are one of us, keep sharing it." Now, this is another one. This is another one. And let's first of all see what the Prime Minister said. He said here, he said, "The second Biafra-Nigeria war in a low key. Keep deceiving yourself in one Nigeria." Now, this is the video. Keep deceiving yourself in one Nigeria. Look at the date here. Look at the date. Topic today. Based on the title of this very live presentation, I want to show you the first one. The first one. The first one before moving into, now we have moved into the second segment of this very live presentation. We have three different segments to, somebody say, okay, fine. We have three different things to treat this very evening. We have treated one, and now we are moving into the second segment, which is very, 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 very important. Please, if you haven't liked and shared this very broadcast, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you are joining me right now, kindly hit the like and share buttons. Very, very, very imperative, because this very gospel must be preached, whether they like it or not. Now, they said, Enugu warns against enforcing sit at home. Enugu. Who is this Enugu? Who is Enugu? As far as I'm concerned, there is nobody called Enugu. No single human being called Enugu. But there's a village, there's a community known as Enugu. That community is in Biafra land. I can't tell you the state where that very community is located, but there's a community, probably it's Enugu State of Biafra. Not the concocted Enugu State of the zoo, not Enugu State of Nigeria. So, and as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, the people who come from that very community known as Enugu, not Enugu, not this baptized name, Enugu. The people from that very Enugu their names are not called Enugu, as in their biological name. I don't know if any of them is called Enugu. So when they say Enugu warns against enforcing sit-at, who is Enugu? And they put the face of this idiot here. Who is Enugu? Is it Peter Mba? Is now Mba Enugu? Who is Enugu? Who is Peter Mba? Wambanshi. Who is Enugu? Even if you want to tell me anything like Enugu warns against enforcing sit-at-home, you shouldn't put the face of Peter Mba. You should have put the face, the crowd, the faces of the people from Enugu. From Enugu, the normal community known as Enugu in Alibo. You should have put their faces and the crowd. Or if you want to refer the old Enugu state of Nigeria, you should put the crowd, or you go to the famous market of Obete. You snap picture of Obete where people are crowded. You put it there and you tell us Enugu warns against enforcing sit-at-home. Not idiot, not an idiot. How can you put the face of an idiot and you write Enugu warns? Who told you that Enugu stay the old? Because that very old state of Nigeria in Enugu, we now have three beautiful states from that old state of Enugu, Nigeria. We now have 3 states from that old state under Biafra land. So, but let me call them by that old name. If you want to tell us about Enugu, you must not put the face of an idiot. Because as far as I know, the people of Enugu, old Enugu, with current 3 different states under Biafra, are fully in support. I want to repeat, are fully in support of both the Biafra Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Samuel Panjoko, and of course, the Biafra liberation from the Zoological Republic. So, who else are you referring to as Enugu warns? Enugu warns. Who is the Enugu? Enugu people are in support of what we are doing. In fact, Fabuyanisi, in case you don't know, Fabuyanisi, and this idiot that you have his picture here does not enjoy 1% of loyalty of Undi Enugu. I can hit my chest and say it. At least our Monday sit at home has said it all. It is a referendum of its own. And our self-referendum, at least in that old Enugu state alone, has recorded no less than 10 million people. In that old Enugu alone. Yes. So when you tell me Enugu, I begin to wonder, which Enugu are you talking about? And you put a picture of an idiot that nobody respect, nobody recognize, nobody listen to. Nobody listen to the idiot. No single, I want to tell you, because if anybody listens to the idiot, this Oluku on the screen, if anybody listens to him, then nobody will be sitting at home every Monday. Nobody would have voted from Enugu State, old Enugu State, for the ongoing Biafra self-referendum. Nobody would have voted. No single person would have voted. I'm telling you the truth. So when you say Enugu warns against it at home, no against enforcing sit at home, our people will genuinely sit at home in Enugu State. And listen and listen very good. I want to sound it not just as a warning, but as an information. I want to put it as a record to our people. And everybody must pay attention to this. Please, if you haven't shared this very broadcast, I do not know what you are waiting for, because Ugo Ebelugo Nambawu. Can you hear my voice? Please, if you can hear my voice, let me know. I want you to let me know if you can hear me from your end, because we are about to decimate a murderer. Can you hear my voice? Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Very, very important. Very, very, very important, my people. Now, let us first of all, can you hear me, please? I want to see your comment if you can hear me. My brother is here. Rafu Chamaka Jere Onyenkemo Wanemado. You are highly welcome. Chuku Gaziage. Now, we want to send a very strong message to this Oluku this evening, as they are panicking. They are panicking, and we are going to help them. We will help them. Now let's listen to the idiot, and then we'll send our message to him.
People are known for hard work. That's it. That's who we are. That is in our DNA. That's our civic habits. We enjoy working hard. And this man sits somewhere and says he loves the Igbo and dictate to us not to go to work. Okay, so I want to also take this opportunity to call on our people to disregard this threat, disregard him and his threat, right? We have demonstrated our capacity.
No, we are going back. We will go back. It's a shame. It's a big shame that this is an imbecile that what's the name of that news platform that said Enugu warns against enforcing sit at home? What's the name? Is it Punch or Vanga? Punch? I think it's Punch. Punch. Is it this idiot? Oh, look at the way we leader. Leader. Look at the way he speaks. And you want the Enugu Gorakukwo in a place that we have UNN, the University of Nsukka, in an old city that we have UNN, one of the best universities in entire Africa. Meaning Noboru ndi Enugu na Anuoku. And they are battle ready. They are ever battle ready. Ndi Enugu. And you want to tell me, no, this Olu Wolemba will speak to them and they will listen. So among Ifenin and Enugu State, that's why they don't care about him. Nobody pays attention to him. Among Ifenin and Enugu State, although I will not blame our people, because the Fulani chooses who will represent them in order to continue their neo-colonization, or should I say neo-colonialism in Biafra territory. So I will not blame our people, because nobody ever voted this idiot. Nobody. Because you cannot vote for this kind of idiot as your leader. Look at the way he speaks. He is panicking. Only the mention of Simon Ekpa, the man I know in a pant. Only the mention of Simon Ekpa on your mammy in a pant, mammy oko. In a good year, the man Aruna Maya Gigi, because he couldn't deliver. He could not deliver. Aruna Chayoko. Now let's listen to the idiot.
Our people are known for hard work.
Is this a sermon? Is it a preaching, or is he giving an instruction as the so-called governor? Is it a sermon? Because as far as I can see, this is just a sermon. But let's watch him.
That's it. That's who we are. That is in our DNA. That's our civic habits. We enjoy working hard. And this man sits somewhere and says he loves the Igbo and dictate to us not to go to work. Okay, so I want to also take this opportunity to call on our people to disregard this threat, disregard him and his threat.
He said, I also want to take this opportunity to call on our people, Now, Biafrans, I want to show you the difference between a leader and a charlatan. I want to show you a difference. I don't have to play the video of the Prime Minister for you to know the characteristics of a true leader. I also don't have to play the video of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for you to know the characteristics of a true leader. This man said, Mazi Samonekpa said, on the 29th, 30th, 31st, and 2nd of August, listen, on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of July, and the 2nd of August will be shut down. The 3 days of July is shut down of every zoo, government, representative or of office within Biafra territory within these 3 days will all be shut down. Every zoo office or government representative must not operate, must be shut down. He said, must be shut down within the 3 days. And then on the 2nd of August, that happens to be on Friday, there will be total lockdown in entire Biafra land. He is not saying, I want to use this opportunity to call on our people to sit at home on Friday, 2nd of August. No. No. There is absolutely nothing like that. If he speaks like that, nobody will pay attention to him. Nobody will pay attention to him. He did not come here to tell you, I want to use this opportunity to call on our people to please sit at home on Friday. No. Because you know why he cannot do like that? He is not just giving order to Biafrans. No. But he is doing what Biafrans ask him to do. Ndị Igbo si na nwata nne ya dịnyelu oli na-eji ọkpa agbarido. That is an Igbo adage. Nwata nne ya dịnyere ori. After this broadcast, this idiot will like to upgrade. This old Luku, because I'm very only female wa Kapita Mbana man get this broadcast. It's impossible. Now, as he's going live, he will listen to it later. So I know he's going to upgrade before the upcoming sit at home. I'm sure he will come out and speak again. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. Originality is originality. Fake can always be fake. No matter how you try to blend it, fake will always be fake. Whether you like it or not, it is fake and it remains fake. It doesn't matter how you try to polish it. He's a fake. Nobody voted for him. So, Mazi Samonekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, gives order for 4 days lockdown in Biafra land. He is not just commanding the Biafra people, but he is doing what the Biafra people ask him to do. They sent him there. He was elected as the Prime Minister of the BLGIE, of the Biafra Republic government in exile. He didn't just come, hey, from today I am Prime Minister. No. So nwata nne ya dinyere ori na-eji ọkpa gbarido orutedi or pịawa do because all man on backup. Peter Mbahu is backing you. Fulani is backing you, but this same Fulani has no authority in Biafra land. So you are just an extension. And you know that the Enugu people do not listen to you. That's why you are begging them. So I am using this opportunity to call on our people to disregard this. He's begging them. Also to go. Also to go now. The idiot is begging them to disregard the Prime Minister of Biafra. A mumu man, even their boss, one of their bosses in Abuja, Okpabio, what is the name of the so-called Senate president, the weak, not